What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a big surprise for you guys. Now today I'm going to introduce two new BMWs to you that we have on the channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we paid $800, not a piece, but for both. This was a 2-for-1 special that we found on Craigslist 2 days ago, and here they are. Let me go ahead and introduce to you the two new cars. All right, well, these are two identical 1999 BMW 528i's. Now, our initial plans behind these cars is to make these absolutely just tandem machines. Now, me and all my buddies, we've been talking about getting Crown Vics for a while because we want to get two Crown Vics identical, and we came across these BMWs and we're like, hey, we love BMWs, let's go ahead, pick up these two 5 Series. These are kind of like a European Crown Vic, so we're calling these our Euro Vics. They need a little bit of work, I'm going to say that. So let's go ahead and look over them real quick. This one right here is like the main one that the guy owned. He actually drove this one for quite some time. Both these cars have well over 200,000 miles on them, so they are really broken in, to say the least. Overall, both of these cars are really clean. This one right here is closest to being up and running. All it needs is tighten down the starter and a rear main seal, apparently. We will have to put in some work on these cars, but we got them so cheap, it's totally worth it. So, quick little overview of the car. This thing is just chock full of parts and everything. If you get a quick peek in here, chock full of all the stock parts. This car is missing a few little things here and there, but most of it came with the car. What's really fun is that it has even the manual from 1999 still in here with the accessories, the brochure. Look at that. Certification, owner's manual, everything is in this car. So that's always kind of fun to go through. This interior is nicer than the other car. We will get around to kind of going through them all in another video probably, but today I just kind of want to introduce you to our ideas of these cars, kind of our summer plans, if you will. Moving on to the front of this car, it does need headlights, unfortunately. The guy had them, but they didn't come with the car. I might be able to find some somewhere. So the front end looks a little bit rough. So this car here is where it gets interesting. This is actually the donor car that the guy bought and was going to put some parts onto his main car. Like I said, this one has 231,000 miles and this one has 271,000 miles. So yeah, Andy, these are pretty broken in vehicles. But it's okay, that's not really what we're buying them for, is longevity. These are identical, as I keep saying, except this one has some modifications on it. It has the BMW M5 wheels, if you come around the side, along with like a Bilstein lowering suspension. So these wheels are actually really rare, essentially. They're really sought after, I guess, and they're worth some money. So these are worth some money, and we'll probably sell these because the reason that we're actually using these vehicles is gonna be to kind of thrash and do some sick tandems with. But we don't want to tear those up. Both of these interiors are exactly the same. They both have really nice leather. Unfortunately, this one, the donor car, is a little bit more torn up. However, everything works. We got power to both of these cars last night when we bought them, and all the windows work, the radio works, AC and heat, everything works, which is super cool. Unfortunately, neither one start at the moment. This one definitely needs a starter. We tried to start it and it needs a starter. That one needs the starter to be bolted up and a rear main seal. We're gonna have to put in some work to these cars, but they're gonna be really cool when they're done. So now I'm going to explain kind of our ideas behind these cars. We wanted something that all our friends could just hop in and we could just go out and do some like mad tandems in the rain or gravel. We have a little gravel drifting spot that we've done in the past. One of my E36s we actually did a bunch of gravel tandems with probably about 6 or 8 months ago now, and we absolutely had a blast. So we want to get back into the gravel drifting, back into like some tandems. So basically our goal is to be able to have all our friends in these cars go out and just start tapping doors with each other, and honestly it wouldn't even matter. Just go out, have a lot of fun, make some really, really good content for you guys. And so this is where you guys come into play. I kind of want to know your opinions on these cars, on kind of what we should do with them exactly. Like, what do you want to see? Our plans right now is to go ahead and build these things for mad tandems, which we honestly love. We have so much fun driving together and just hitting each other's doors and stuff like that. So we can do that with these pretty much fearless. So these cars come with an inline 6, a 2.8 liter, make about 192 horsepower, so nothing too special. As you can see, these cars have had some wear and tear on them. Hopefully they've been maintained well enough that we can get these things back up and running as soon as we can. That way we can go out and just start driving as much as possible. Fortunately for us, a lot of these cars are in the salvage yard, so we can actually go to the salvage yard and pull off parts if need be. Because our goal for this is just keep it as cheap as possible. Really don't put a whole lot of money into it, or any at all if we can. Get some tires on the back and just go out and have a lot of fun and make some cool videos. As you can see, some things are missing, so we'll probably have to take a trip to the salvage yard sometime soon. Thing's looking sick.
And that wraps up the wash on this thing. This thing looks absolutely sick. I'm so pumped about the way this turned out. As a detailer, it is actually turned out way better than I expected. So be expecting a big detailing video on the other car. We're gonna do a big satisfying transformation on that car soon. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. We would love to know what you guys think of what we should do for these two sick 5 Series that we just bought for our friend group. We're gonna be doing some sick stuff to them. We just kind of figured that they were gonna go to the junkyard and we're just gonna give them a proper send-off. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think of the cars, and we'll be catching you in the next video.